So I welcome you all. Am I audible clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today we are going to study angle modulation. So there are very small one or two topics which we have left in module 2. So it will be covered. Or if you want, you can see yourself also. But if it is not possible from your side, then I will cover it all. Okay. So now we are going to study angle modulation. So I am going to share the notes. So are you able to see the whiteboard?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we have seen that the continuous wave modulation. Continuous wave modulation. Continuous wave modulation. So continuous wave modulation is basically divided into two parts. Amplitude modulation, we have already seen this. And angle modulation. And this angle modulation is further divided into frequency modulation and phase modulation. Okay. So in amplitude modulation, we have already seen that the amplitude of the modulating the carrier signal changes according to the baseband signal. So in amplitude modulation, we have already seen that the amplitude of the signal is carrier. The amplitude of the carrier is modulated based on the बेटा जाइए अभी उधर जाइए पापा क्लास ले रहे हैं. So amplitude of the carrier is modulated based on the instantaneous value of modulating signal. We have already seen this. So in amplitude modulation, this happens, but in angle modulation, the total angle of the carrier changes based on the instantaneous value of the modulating signal. Okay, so in this case, frequency will change, and in this case, phase will change. So we will see the general expression as okay. So we are going to the notes so that you can see it very easily. Okay, so I think you can see the text clearly. Are you able to see the text clearly?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So as you can see, this is the total angle on the angle modulation. The angle modulation, the total angle of the signal changes. Okay. So the process in which the total phase angle of the carrier is varied in accordance with the instantaneous value of the modulating signal while keeping the amplitude of the carrier constant. So in any signal, two types of things will be there. So let the signal will be ST. So A cos omega CT plus theta. Okay, so this is the total amplitude and this is the total phase angle. This is the total phase angle. Omega CT plus theta is the total phase angle. And wait for a minute. Okay. So, am I audible? आवाज आ रही मेरी?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here you can see that the unmodulated carrier, the unmodulated carrier is represented here as CT. So this is the unmodulated carrier. CT is equal to A cos omega CT plus theta 0, where A is the amplitude of the carrier, omega C is the carrier frequency, and theta is the phase angle of an unmodulated carrier. Unmodulated carrier at t is equal to 0. यहाँ पर जो दिया हुआ है, ये जो थीटा 0 लिया गया ओमेगा सी टी प्लस थीटा 0. So this omega ct plus theta 0 में omega is the carrier and theta is the phase angle of the unmodulated carrier at, यहाँ पर लिखा है t is equal to 0. t is equal to 0 पर हमने theta 0 लिया है phase angle. Okay. So what we have done, we have put phi. Here it is phi. So omega ct plus theta 0 के जगह पर हमने क्या रख दिया, phi रख दिया. So the carrier signal will become ct is equal to a cos phi. अब ये जो सिग्नल है a cos phi, इसे अगर हम यूलर्स के फॉर्म में लिखना चाहें, so this is the real part. हम यूलर्स फॉर्म में क्या जानते हैं, हम यूलर्स फॉर्म में क्या जानते हैं, e to the power j थीटा इज इक्वल टू क्या जानते हैं, cos थीटा प्लस j sin थीटा के फॉर्म में. सो cos थीटा वाला जो पार्ट होता है cos phi वाला, इट इज अ रियल पार्ट. ओके, सो इट कैन बी रिप्रेजेंटेड एज हियर what was written as the real part is considered as the real part of rotating phasor a e to the power j theta. So here it is written as c is equal to a e to the power j theta, or ct is equal to real part of this phasor e to the power j theta, or what we can say, the real part of e to the power j theta or a cos phi. Both are the same thing. Now the total phase angle. Total phase angle is omega phi is equal to omega ct plus theta 0, omega ct plus theta 0. So here what we are doing, we are now differentiating what this phi. We are differentiating this phi. So when we differentiate the angle, we will get frequency. Okay, what I am saying, when we will differentiate angle, we will get frequency. Okay, so यहाँ क्या मिलेगा, omega c मिलेगा, because here it is omega ct plus theta 0. Theta 0 is a constant part, so it is omitted. The differentiation of this part is 0. So here we get d phi by dt, that is the differentiation of phase angle with respect to time. We will get the frequency only. That is, derivative d phi by dt is constant. However, d phi by dt may also may not be a constant and vary with time. So and this इस particular time पर जब हम कहेंगे, so this time varying angular frequency is called the instantaneous angular frequency. ये जो frequency है, this will change at different instant of time. So it's called the instantaneous angular frequency, and it is denoted by d phi by dt is equal to omega I. So this is the instantaneous angular frequency of the signal. So it can also be written as phi is equal to integral of omega I dt. अगर दोनों side integrate कर दिया जाए, in that case, we will get phi is equal to integral of omega I dt. Okay. So what we conclude from these notes up to this much, that we have a signal, carrier signal, which is a cos phi, and this is nothing but the real part of the Euler's form. So it can be represented in this way: Ct is equal to real part of a to the power j theta, and if phi is written as the total phase angle, then d phi by dt. What I have already told, that if we differentiate angle, if angle is differentiated, then we will get frequency. Okay. यहाँ पर ओमेगा सी टी प्लस थीटा है, तो ओमेगा को जब टी से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, then we will get what? Angle. So this is the total angle. The omega ct, angular frequency, and angular frequency multiplied with time is the angle, and this is also the angle. So it is total phase angle. Okay. Now the types of angle modulation: phase modulation and frequency modulation. Okay, we will see both of these types of modulation one by one. So what is phase modulation? So in this type of modulation, what happens? The instantaneous value of the phase angle, okay, is equal to the phase angle of the unmodulated carrier. Unmodulated carrier जो हम लोग लिए थे पहले, वो क्या देखे थे? We have already seen that the phase angle of unmodulated carrier was omega ct plus theta 0, which we have represented as phi. Okay. So plus the time varying component, which is proportional to the unmodulated signal xt. Okay. So whatever be the value of the xt, the unmodulated signal xt. So in this type of modulation, the instantaneous value of the phase angle is equal to the phase angle of the unmodulated carrier, that is omega ct plus theta 0, plus the time varying component, which is proportional to the modulated signal xt. So how we can represent this thing? So as we have already seen that ct, what ct? ct is the carrier signal, a cos omega ct plus theta 0, or it is represented as a cos phi. So neglecting theta 0, we have the total phase angle of unmodulated carrier. Okay. So phi is equal to omega ct only if the theta naught is omitted. So what was theta naught? Theta naught is the phase angle at t is equal to 0. Theta naught क्या है? It is the phase angle at t is equal to 0. Okay. So if theta 0 is neglected, in that case phi will become omega ct. So what we will get? Ct is equal to a cos omega ct only if theta 0 is omitted. So the instantaneous value of phase angle is denoted by, what will be the value of the instantaneous value of phase angle? Instantaneous value of phase angle is equal to the phase angle of the carrier signal plus the proportionate value of xt. Okay. So according to definition of phase modulation, what we have seen, let us see it once again, that the instantaneous value of the phase angle is equal to the phase angle of the unmodulated carrier plus time varying component which is proportional to the unmodulated signal xt. So time varying component. So here can we see here that this is xt, which is time varying, is proportional to that particular value. Okay, so where Kp is known as is the proportionally constant or phase sensitivity. Okay, how much is the phase will change? It will tell about that. So as unmodulated carrier is given as we have seen already that this is the unmodulated carrier. Hence, the expression for the modulated wave will be expression of the modulated wave will be st is equal to a cos phi 1. So it is phi 1 is represented. Why it is phi 1 is represented? Because this st is equal to a cos phi I. That is, it is phi I. The instantaneous phase. So a cos omega ct plus kp of xt. So what here kp of xt? Kp of st is the proportional value of the proportionate value based on the signal xt. Okay, so hence the expression for the modulated wave will be st is equal to a cos phi I, where phi I is nothing but omega ct plus kp of xt. Omega ct kp of xt. So this is the expression for the modulated wave, phase modulated wave. Okay. Now we are proceeding further. So what we are observing here that the phase angle is proportional to the value xt. Okay. Now frequency modulation. So frequency modulation में क्या होगा? Frequency modulation means the instantaneous value of the angular frequency. The instantaneous value of the angular frequency is equal to omega I. So instantaneous value is the omega I is equal to frequency omega c of unmodulated carrier plus a time varying component of xt. Okay, so whatever be the value of xt, based on that value, that particular value, the frequency omega c will change. So that will be the instantaneous angular frequency. So omega is equal
sir,
to
I क्या represent कर रहा है sir?
Yeah, I is some arbitrary value. The instantaneous.
Okay.
So what is mean by instantaneous value? So this omega I, that is the instantaneous frequency. Okay, the instantaneous frequency is based on what? Based on, so ये जो instantaneous frequency है, किसका instantaneous frequency है? Instantaneous frequency है carrier का, जो कि change हो रहा है किसके आने से? xt के आने से. कोई भी एक सिग्नल xt है, उस सिग्नल के प्रोपोर्शनल क्या हो रहा है? कैरियर का फ्रीक्वेंसी जब चेंज कर रहा है तो उस पर्टिकुलर फ्रीक्वेंसी को हम लोग कह रहे हैं कैरियर फ्रीक्वेंसी, और जिसको हम लोग ओमेगा आई से रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, वेयर आई इज रिप्रेजेंटिंग द instantaneous value. So if I am interested, I am saying omega I, that is the instantaneous frequency. So instantaneous frequency. Okay, so instantaneous angular frequency you can say. So the instantaneous frequency will be equal to omega c plus kf of xt. So phase modulation के case में we have represented this kf as kp because there it was a phase sensitivity. Here it is frequency sensitivity of the modulator of the modulation unit, that is hertz per volt. It is the unit of this kf. So the expression of the unmodulated carrier is, we already seen that a cos omega ct plus theta 0. If theta 0 is neglected, then we have a cos phi. Sorry, this omega ct, the total term is represented as a cos phi. So where phi is equal to omega ct plus theta 0. So when we are differentiating this phi, so what we have told earlier, that if we differentiate angle, the phase angle, we will get frequency. So we are getting omega c, or if when it is integrated, we will get phi is equal to integral of omega ct. Okay. So the phase angle is given by integral of omega ct. Hence, the instantaneous phase angle phi I will be phi I is equal to omega I dt. So where omega is the instantaneous frequency. अब इस ओमेगा आई का जो वैल्यू आया, दैट इज इंटीग्रल ऑफ ओमेगा आई डी टी, वी विल पुट इट इनटू वेयर, using the value of omega I from equation 1 we have. So where we have, where it has gone, yeah, omega is omega c plus kf of xt. Okay, here it is. So what we will get, so here we are putting the value of omega I. Okay, so omega I was nothing but omega c plus kf of xt. So here इसके बाहर इंटीग्रेशन है. So omega c dt. So this is omega c angular frequency t, omega c t. So we are omega c dt plus integral of kf of xt dt. Okay, so this is what we have got. We will get omega c t plus kf of integral of kf of xt. When kf is the constant, proportionality constant, so it is kept out of the integration. So in this way, we are getting the expression for frequency modulated signal will be st is equal to a cos phi I, where st is equal to a cos omega ct plus kf of integral of xt. So this what we have got in case of frequency modulation. In case of frequency modulation, we are getting this, but previously in the case of phase modulation, what we have got a cos of omega ct plus kp of xt. So in phase modulation, we have got this. In phase modulation, PM, but in frequency modulation, we are getting a cos omega ct plus kf of integral of xt, and in case of phase modulation, we are getting a cos omega ct plus kp of ft. So here we can see easily that the instantaneous frequency. So this is what this total term. So this total term. What is this? This is the omega I. Okay, so this is omega I. हाँ, so यहाँ पर ये total angular frequency, ये क्या है frequency. So यहाँ पर जो total phase angle है, it is dependent upon the integral of xt, and here it is only xt. Okay, so we can see that there is a relation.
What is represented?
आवाज क्लियर नहीं आ रही है? Whoever is saying, फिर से बोलो प्लीज. So who is that? So you are not audible. You are not audible. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
आवाज क्लियर नहीं आ रही है.
Hello.
I am unable to hear you.
Hello.
Rita, I am unable to hear you.
Hello.
Box. I am unable to hear you.
Hello. Hello.
Write your doubt in chat box, Kavita.
Yes, that is what I am telling.
Hello.
Whatever you want to tell, please type that one in chat box. जो भी कहना चाह रहे हो उसे chat box में type करो, because I am unable to hear you.
Okay, sir, let you carry on.
Okay. So what we have seen here in phase modulation. Please let us go there again. So in phase modulation, what we are interested with the total phase angle. Okay. In phase modulation, we are interested with the phase angle. So what? Okay. So I should go to the first page. Yeah, phase angle modulation. So what actually in angle modulation we are interested with two things: the total phase angle and the instantaneous frequency of the signal, that is the carrier signal. अब उस carrier signal का frequency और phase कितना change हो रहा है, तो अगर frequency सिर्फ change हो रहा है, that is omega is the instantaneous frequency, तो we will tell it as frequency modulation. If the total phase angle will change, then that is the phase modulation. So in phase modulation, what we have seen? In phase modulation, we have seen that the phi I, the instantaneous phase was given by omega ct plus kp of xt. The total phase is given by this, the instantaneous frequency. Okay, so this instantaneous frequency is what? The instantaneous value of the phase angle is denoted by this. And if we are putting this, this is the unmodulated carrier, and the modulated signal को अगर modulated wave को अगर हमें represent करना हो, then it can be represented as a cos phi I. So previously we have phi and now we have phi I. So what this phi I represents? This phi I is representing the instantaneous value or the changed value of the total phase angle of the carrier. So a cos omega ct plus kp of xt, where this is the total phase angle. This is the total phase angle. Okay. So we have termed these as the phase modulation. Okay. But in the second case, what we are interested for? We are interested for the instantaneous frequency. So instantaneous frequency is dependent on what? So अभी ये जो फ्रीक्वेंसी है, किसका फ्रीक्वेंसी चेंज होगा? कैरियर का फ्रीक्वेंसी चेंज होगा. कितने से चेंज होगा? तो kf of xt से चेंज होगा. ये xt क्या है? दिस xt इज द मॉड्यूलेटिंग सिग्नल. सो इसी सिग्नल का जो भी वैल्यू होगा, बेस्ड ऑन दैट वैल्यू इट इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू दैट kf. सो इसके एक फ्रैक्शन से चेंज होगा इसका कैरियर का फ्रीक्वेंसी, एंड दैट इज टर्म्ड एज instantaneous frequency. Okay, so for that case we have seen that the carrier, unmodulated carrier, is represented by a cos omega ct plus theta 0, that is a cos phi. So what we have already know that we have this phi, and I have already told you that if we differentiate phi with respect to t, then what we will get? We will get frequency, है ना. तो अभी हमारे पास ये फाई है, तो फाई से हमें क्या मिला? ये फ्रीक्वेंसी मिला, और इसी फ्रीक्वेंसी और इसी को जब हम इंटीग्रेट किए तो हमें ये फाई मिला, विच इज ओमेगा सी डी टी. सो द इंस्टेंटेनियस फेज कैन बी रिटन एज ओमेगा आई डी टी, इंटीग्रल ऑफ ओमेगा आई डी टी. नाउ द टोटल फेज एंगल क्या था? टोटल फेज एंगल जो है, इंस्टेंटेनियस फेज एंगल अभी यहाँ पर हमारे पास क्या था, इंस्टेंटेनियस फ्रीक्वेंसी का वैल्यू ऑलरेडी वी हैव द वैल्यू ऑफ इंस्टेंटेनियस फ्रीक्वेंसी ओमेगा आई इज इक्वल टू ओमेगा सी प्लस kf of xt. Okay, so now we are putting this one, that is omega ct plus kf of xt. अभी इसे जब वैल्यू पुट किए तो वी विल हैव दिस ओमेगा ct प्लस kf ऑफ इंटीग्रल ऑफ xt. तो यहाँ पर हमें fm का तब एक वैल्यू मिला क्या, ओमेगा ct kf ऑफ इंटीग्रल ऑफ xt, और फेज मॉड्यूलेशन के लिए हमें मिला a cos ओमेगा ct प्लस kp ऑफ xt. तो हम यहाँ पर देख रहे हैं दोनों में एक स्लाइट डिफरेंस क्या है, एक स्लाइट डिफरेंस है इंटीग्रेशन वाले पार्ट का, है ना. तो वी कैन कन्वर्ट और वी कैन गेट द frequency modulation from phase modulation and from phase modulation to frequency modulation. I am just stopping the sharing. So that I can take the screenshot. Please wait for a minute. Yeah. So this is, so we can convert the phase modulation into frequency modulation and frequency modulation into phase modulation. So now if phase angle of unmodulated carrier is taken at t is equal to 0, so what we जो पहले हमें इक्वेशन मिला उसी इक्वेशन में थोड़ा सा ये चेंज है, दैट फेज अनमॉड्यूलेटेड कैरियर अगर t is equal to 0 पर लेते हैं, phase angle of unmodulated carrier t is equal to 0, then we have a cos omega ct plus kf of integral of xt, where it is integrated 0 to t. So expression for, so this is the expression for the frequency modulated wave. Now we can see that the total angle modulated wave is represented as a cos phi I, where phi I is the total phase angle of the angle modulated wave. Okay, so phi I is represented as omega ct kp of ft, kp of xt for phase modulation, and kf of integral of xt in frequency modulation. So from the above two equations, it is clear that what, that PM and FM are closely related, and in PM, what, angle varies linearly with the baseband signal xt, whereas in FM, it varies linearly with the integral of baseband signal. You know, we have already seen that phase modulation में जो angle vary कर रहा है, total phase angle is dependent upon the baseband signal, but it varies linearly based on xt only, and it is the integral of xt. So with these two relations, we can convert phase modulation to frequency modulation and frequency modulation to phase modulation. We can easily see that FM using PM. So how we can get that? So we already know that if xt it is passed through an integrator, we have integral of xt, and if it is passed through a phase modulator. So what is phase modulator? We know that in phase modulator, what we get omega ct plus kp of xt. Okay, so फेज मॉड्यूलेटर से पास करेंगे, मतलब इंटीग्रल आएगा और यहाँ से a cos ओमेगा ct आएगा, देन वी विल हैव fm सिग्नल एंड कैरियर सिग्नल. तो fm का वैल्यू क्या था, दिस इज इंटीग्रल ऑफ xt, फेज मॉड्यूलेटर से पास करेंगे तो इंटीग्रल ऑफ xt आएगा. ओके, ओमेगा ct वाला पार्ट आएगा. ओके, वी हैव दिस कैरियर. इसी को जब हम देखें फेज मॉड्यूलेशन में, फ्रीक्वेंसी मॉड्यूलेशन में, देन वी विल हैव दिस. So here we have xt and it is passed through a differentiator. So here what we will have? We have dxt by dt. Okay. So when it is passed through a frequency modulator, so frequency modulator, what it will do? It will integrate the xt. Okay. So what we have already